this is a very dangerous tool, a tool that could really hurt someone's feelings. But hello guys, and this is David, and of course this is Word of the Week. If you don't know, I find a word in English, talk about it a little bit, talk about its definition, and try to get some kind of interesting point about it. So this week, I'm gonna do a 2-for-1 because, well, I really like this topic. Unlike last week's topic, which was a kind of a pet peeve of mine. So if you want to saw last week's video, there it is. But let's go on to what I really do like about English, which is comedy. Now, comedy is very fun, lighthearted, and enjoyable. But when it comes to English, we really have a lot of descriptive words about it. And in this case, I'm going to do a 2-for-1. I'm going to tell you 2 words that we have in English, and then compare and contrast them. Now, the first word is parody, and the second word is satire. So first, let's start off with what they have in common. They're both obviously trying to make you laugh, and that is basically all comedy anyway. But what's interesting is how they do it. So the first one we're going to go over is parody. Parody is the kind of joking that involves making fun of someone in a lighthearted way. You're making fun of them about something that is kind of outlandish. For example, if someone talked with their hands a lot and you made a parody of it, what you do is just use your hands a lot while you're playing the part for that parody. Nothing to absolutely cut them to bits, nothing to absolutely destroy something about them that's important. You're just going to the extreme to make their character up and beyond to the point of humor. In that case, it's a parody. You're just going extreme emotion. If someone's, a little touchy-feely, your parody acting would have them crying a lot and overreacting to everything. So that's parody. On to satire. Satire has 2 goals in mind. The first of which obviously is the humor, but the second goal is a critique. They're actually attacking the person they're making fun of. They're not pulling any punches, and they're showing something wrong with a person or a system. If someone saw a satire about themselves, they would not be laughing at it. They would actually probably feel hurt or have some choice words to say about the person that satirized them. So a good rule of thumb to tell the difference between a parody is, would the target of this piece laugh at it and like, oh, I kind of do that a lot, that would be a parody. But if they would be hurt about this, they would actually probably get mad, sad, or angry, then that's probably satire. So obviously, I wanted to talk a little bit more about this idea by actually showing you 2 examples. Now, my favorite example of a parody would be Galaxy Quest. So why Galaxy Quest, a 1990s film directed by Dean Patterson, is one of my favorite parodies? Not only does it take jabs at the Star Trek genre, but it's a fan jabber too, showing the love of the fans as they dress up as their favorite characters, go to conventions, and even dream to be some of their said characters they follow on the show. Not only does it make fun of what we love about space shows, but it really does take an epic story and bring it to life, as we see our main leads hold on to their past epic roles and still try to use their past to make a living now. As the story unfolds, it's a movie that must be seen to fully understand all the little tricks and nuances that happen, to the point where non-Star Trek fans and Star Trek fans all will have a great laugh by the end of the film. I'm not going to spoil the movie, but I would love for you to watch it, and it's a great parody for any age. So, the second one, that being satire, is actually not a movie in this case, but a book. well, more of an essay. Not just any essay, a modest proposal.
A modest proposal was written by Jonathan Swift in 1789. It talks about how to solve the food shortage in Ireland in the 18th century. You feel more and more grossed out as Jonathan goes through why his idea is best for the Irish people. The fact that this short essay shows the evils of what the English were doing to the Irish can be felt by even standards today. The English were truly taking so much from the Irish at this point in time that there was no true way to make a living for the Irish people. With this pressure growing, Jonathan looked to solve the problem in a way that would chillingly solve everyone's problem. Yet, it's very, very disturbing. But the most scary part I find about this essay, The Modest Proposal, was it actually was a sound idea. It would solve the problem and issues that the Irish people were struggling with, money-wise, food-wise, and socially-wise. And yet the cost would be the English people's soul and the Irish people's children. If you want to feel the sharp pain of what a good satirist can do, I 100% suggest you pick up A Modest Proposal and learn why satire can be such a powerful tool for pointing out the wrongs of a government or a point of view.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and now I hope you understand how to use these tools, because that's what they are. The tool of a parody is to uplift a group and kind of join it together by making fun of them, and not of an obnoxious way or a mean way, but just poking fun at something that's interesting about it and just exploding it so that it's ridiculous so everyone can have a good laugh. Everyone's just laughing with one another. But now, the more important and more brutal tool of a satirist would be someone pointing out a flaw in a system or a person. This is a very dangerous tool, a tool that could really hurt someone's feelings. But if someone's evil enough, are doing something totally wrong, or a system is truly making a lot of victims, then a satirist is one of the best ways to point out their evil doing by just going to the extremes. And by doing so, you can see where the path leads and where the evil lies. And it's actually one of the strongest forms, in my opinion, of comedy, but it also causes the most pain to those you're targeting. So I wouldn't say you should use that lightly if you're doing a satire. You have to be very careful with that tool. And that being said, I hope you enjoyed the word of the week, and I can't wait to make next week's video.
Hi everyone, this is Alissar. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to ding that bell. And hey, check out these other videos, you might like them too.